Okay, welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4. Now, excuse me if I sound a bit nasally in this episode or a bit sick. I'm still trying to recover from the cold. But last episode I was talking about essentially trying to find some more armor mods, some clothing mods for my character. And so I did go through some of them. Some of them I like, some of them I'm like, doesn't really fit my character. But one that I found, and I think it does more armor. How much does this give me? It gives me 8 altogether. Let me see. So this gives me 20 defense. And this is the outfit. It's kind of got like a Ghost in the Shell look to it. I kind of like it. It's kind of cyberpunkish. So we'll go with this for this episode. Which mission were we doing? Oh, Dr. Amari. I'm actually gonna do another side quest real quick.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
Depends on the work.
You'll never find a more fair and honest job. If you don't mind a little manual labor, and don't ask too many questions, you're in. I'll give you 50 caps to start. Interested?
You can do better than that.
Fine. Take 100 up front.
This is just a bad deal.
You're killing me here. 150 to start.
Should I push it?
I'm in.
That's what I like to hear.
I haven't maxed my charisma yet, so...
I'll give you the lowdown.
But I really need your help.
Oop.
Anything you need, Kate.
I was hoping you'd say that. We're friends now, which means I can trust you with anything. I'm also hoping it means you've got me back, because I need it now more than ever. I'm sick. And I don't think I can hide it from you anymore.
Okay, calm down and take a deep breath. If you're sick, I want to help you.
Believe me, I want your help.
Why
But
is
I'm
persuasion so
I'm
hard
scared
with
that
her?
you'll hear the truth and that I'll lose you as a friend. God, I'm making a hell of a mess of this. I didn't think it would be so tough.
You'll never lose me as a friend, no matter what you say.
Damn you for being so nice to me. I started this, so I suppose I need to finish it. Ever since I left home, I've been using Psycho. I don't know why I'm still taking that crap, but I can't stop. And believe me, I've tried. I can't even go a day without it anymore, and I'm fucking sick and tired of it. I've even been doing it behind your back. Sneaking doses when I think you aren't looking. Worst of all, it's been making me sick. I've been spitting blood and I don't feel right inside. I need to get this shite out of me system before I wind up dead.
Tell me how we can clean you up.
Well, there might be a way, but it's not gonna be easy. There's supposed to be a vault somewhere out here. A place called Vault 95. I've heard that Vault Tech used it for some kind of social experiment. Stuck a bunch of junkies inside to poke and prod. Well, they supposedly had some special method to clean up those blokes in there. Some kind of a machine or something. If we could get inside, maybe that machine could help me.
No problem. We'll get you there.
I can't believe how kind you're being to me, even when I'm letting you down. Look, I don't want you to think I'm some kind of low-life junkie. A stupid girl who's harming herself for no good reason. From one friend to another, All I'm asking is for your help. When you're ready, take me out to Vault 95 and help me put an end to me pain.
I feel like I need to max up my charisma to do that, because how am I supposed to like persuade Kate any bit? Yeah, I'm digging this outfit though. It's definitely very like cyberpunk-esque. And I've been playing a lot of this game called Ruiner. And I've been uploading those videos on my channel if you've checked them out.
You're gonna drag that junk around.
I've been doing no commentary on those videos, just because it's a really just beautifully artistic game, super action packed, constant like action, but the art style is just, it's fantastic. I love the drawings that they have of the characters and so forth. It's really good. I think I had this problem before. It's like, some reason it won't let me. Let's see if, no, that didn't do it. And then it requires
Terminal's gotta be
so.
somewhere.
Ah, Kate.
Ready to get to work?
No, I followed you down here for the exercise.
Funny. Well, you'll get plenty of exercise here. You are gonna be doing some digging.
I'm your girl.
No one likes a brown-noser. The other two are down there digging already. Go give them a hand, will you?
I kind of actually dig this side quest in Good Neighbor. It's actually quite fun, I think. Let's see. I actually need to pick a weapon out, because there's definitely gonna be a little firefight. Oh, I have that much ammo for that? I think it's because I still don't have what is it? I haven't modded, whoops, the pipe pistol enough. I still need to gather a bunch of stuff for it. Oh, I also started to upload at least my first Skyrim video. You should check that out too. It's gonna be considered adult content though, because like I said, there's more like, you know, adult sort of mods on it. And I didn't want to get it flagged, you know, and so forth, so I just labeled it as adult to begin with, you know, so there wouldn't be any issues with YouTube. This, however, the only thing I have to worry about with Fallout 4 is just the jazz music. You know, I can't play the jazz radio station, which is kind of a shame, because I really dig it. Like, I'm a big jazz fan, so. But, like, all those songs from, like, 1920s onward, they're still, like, fall under copyright. They're not in the public domain yet. So, even though some of those, like, musicians or maybe even composers have, like, passed away, there's still copyright on it. Although, all the classical station music, all that stuff's in public domain. Like Chopin, Beethoven, I think Wagner is in there as well.
You think Bobby will pay us this week? I don't know, man. It's starting to feel like charity. Did you just hear something? It's crawling with my alerts. Fail! Bobby can take this job and shove it. Good luck down there, new girl.
Oh, they just ran away.
Whoa, whoa. Oh no, you know.
Nope, that gun's not doing me good.
Come on, you stupid bastard.
wonder if it can't get out of there. Like if there's, looks like it's glitched. Ah.
Or is this too easy?
Of course I would hurt myself. Oh, didn't mean take that. Whoops.
Is that all you've got?
Where's the other one? I thought I saw another one down here. Yep.
Here's the part of the job you love. So eager to die.
Oh, it looks like you got stuck on that barrel. Cool.
Got it.
What is going on in my tunnel?
Looks like we are having crab for dinner tonight.
You'd eat Mirelurk? Ugh, no. Disgusting. Tough, but somehow slimy at the same time. Well, you stuck around at least. So I guess you're promoted. You get to be my new gun. I think we just need one more guy. An old friend. He'll want a fair cut, but we saw what being cheap got me.
Just tell me where to go and who to talk to.
I knew I liked you. First, I think it's best if you actually see what we're after. I have some things to check on in Diamond City. Head over to the noodle shop there, and I'll meet you when I finish up my business.
Well, since we're still in Good Neighbor, I might as well get that one quest on the main story quest. That way, at least, you know, there's no need to, you know, backtrack or anything. So, as I've mentioned before, right, I work at a, you know, liquor store. And so we see a lot of crazy stuff. Lately, we've been having a huge sort of theft problem. And, you know, I mean, we're a liquor store. You expect theft. You know, people are gonna, you know, pocket, you know, a small bottle of, you know, gin or vodka, you know, like the half pints or pints of, you know, Riskrat or Smirnoff, you know, tiny things, even minis, right? You sort of expect that, you know, it just comes with territory, as it were. But lately they've, like, thieves have, like, started to get aggressive. They're not even hiding the theft anymore. They're just going for the half gallons, picking it up, walking straight out the door. And so we had a gentleman come in today as I was working. He gets a basket full of, I mean, high-end liquor. I mean, he had like liters of Hennessy, which like costs up, I believe it's, what I think after tax, it's almost $60 for each bottle. Half gallon of Ciroc, half gallon of Hypnotic, 2/5 of Don Julio tequila. I mean, this guy was getting every like top shelf name brand liquor there was, and putting it in this basket. And then he tries walking outdoor with basket. And, you know, me and the other assistant manager at our store, we're sick of it. You know, we've been having these sort of, you know, thefts constantly. It's like, look, you're not gonna walk straight outdoor with this stuff. You know, we're not gonna let you. And so we're tugging on the basket this guy has, right? And you know, we grab it and pull it from him. And, you know, I mean, he gets aggressive. You know, he's starting, you
Well,
know,
well,
like
Mr.
getting in fight mode,
Valentine,
as it were, like
I've
Street Fighter
barely
stuff. He
forgotten
puts his
about
hands
you.
up, starts pushing
May
us
have
and
walked
stuff.
out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on
And
you.
he grabs 4 liters of
Amari's downstairs,
Hennessy.
you big
Uh,
flirt.
and he tries to walk outdoor with that, and we're like, no. You know, I close the door on him. You know, a customer jumps in. He holds door back too, and we're keeping the guy in. We're keeping those bottles in. Uh, and you know, he throws them on the ground. And interestingly enough, every time I drop a bottle at the store, it breaks, it shatters. But man, these bottles did not break. He throws them
Dr.
on the
Amari?
ground,
Yes?
and
I take it this
they
isn't a
just
social call.
bounce. You know, they just like they don't break or anything.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellog.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Could you say that like Dr. Frankenstein?
Igor, fetch me the brain!
Sorry.
No, I will not. Now, do you have it?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait, that's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object
so
shoved into
mean
my
to poor
noggin, you
Valentine.
find new horrible ways to laugh at my expense.
Whenever you're ready, Mr.
Valentine
Valentine,
really,
just sit down.
really
If I start
set it
cackling like an old
perfectly.
grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
But yeah, we just stopped the guy from stealing. Now,
I need you to keep
unfortunately,
talking to
this
me, Mr.
guy who
Valentine.
came to our store to
Any
steal
slight
these
change in your
bottles
cognitive
went
functions
to
could be
the
good.
liquor store
feeling any different?
down the
There's a
road.
lot of
Stole a
flashes.
basket from them, unfortunately.
Static.
And as far
can't
as I
make
know,
sense
the
of any
cops
of it,
didn't
Doc.
get him
That's what I was
yet.
afraid of.
But it's
The
kind of sad.
mnemonic impressions are encoded.
And
It
I say
appears the
sad in the
Institute
sense
has
that,
one
you
last
know,
fail-safe.
people
There's a
feel
lock on
the
memories in
need
the implant.
or the necessity to steal liquor.
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Nick and I are gonna share a mind. I'm not gonna see him in any compromising positions, am I?
Yeah, if a smart mouth was all it took to solve problems, we would have found your son by now.
Ooh, Valentine
No.
going for low
You won't
blows
have to worry
back.
about that. The only memories you'll access are the ones in the implant.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, I'm really digging this outfit. If you guys haven't checked my Ruiner walkthrough yet, those videos, I think there's 2 episodes currently up. But you should
Initiating
definitely
brainwave
check them
migration
out.
between the
It's great
transplant
art
and the
style.
host.
It's a really
Mnemonic activity
interesting,
coming
like,
from the
shoot 'em up
transplant.
game.
It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find.
And yeah,
They
the
might not be
soundtrack's
stable.
good.
Just
The
hold on.
cyberpunk aesthetic is, it's great. I really love it. Hence why I'm doing no commentary on it. I mean, it's a really cool looking game. And those videos are going to be roughly around 30 minutes.
Can you
Only
hear me?
videos that are like an hour
Ah,
long are
good.
these
The simulation appears to be
like
working,
commentary
although the
videos.
memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This
I
is the
actually
earliest
like
intact
going through
memory we can
Kellogg's
find.
memories, so I'm gonna try to be mostly quiet for them.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill
Remember,
him.
you are experiencing
have.
these memories as Kellog.
Instead,
This
I
may
ended up
prove
running away.
disorienting at first.
I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Trying to sleep! People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
All citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
If you didn't catch that, that revolver that the mother gave Kellogg, that's Kellogg's revolver that you get after killing him. It's really interesting how well the writing is in this game. Like, I mean, there's some subtleties, especially with this, that really build Kellogg as a character.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. It's gonna be fine. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
I think there's a strong irony between what happened to Kellogg's family, you know, losing his daughter, losing his wife, and what happened to your family. You losing your son, and you losing, you know, your husband, or depending on which gender you play as. I mean, Kellogg's voice actor is fantastic. I mean, this is by far my favorite story-driven section of Fallout 4. Just reliving his memories.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
It was interesting. A while back, I wrote a philosophy-oriented paper on aesthetics, specifically on whether or not video games can be considered art. And one of the main things I was critiquing was this one art critic and his argument on why video games can't be classified as art. And I mean, really, simple enough. If a video game has the story plot, the music score of any movie, any TV show, and if we can call movies or TV shows, you know, art, artistic, or whatever, having some quality of art, we should be able to have that same standard for video games.
Mind if we sit down?
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Suit yourself.
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek with us.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
But yeah, with the paper on art not being classified as video, or video games not being classified as art, there were a lot of problems with the art critic, the art philosopher's arguments. They were really poorly done. I'm not gonna go into details right now about it because there were like several layers of his argument that, you know, is just gonna take a video in themselves to go through.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute? I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. I wanted to see for myself. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. Really existed.
We do.
I first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
As you can see,
What do you want?
it's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. Wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the...
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. I guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
The logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
Is it
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son?
The kid has
This appears
blonde
to be
hair
a very
actually
recent
too.
memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellog.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
That was a weird buggy glitch. Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Yeah, the whole like Kellogg memory is just like really just saddening. Makes you really sympathetic to
Slow
Kellogg's
movements,
whole
okay?
life story.
I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might
better
have
be worth
had.
our time.
No one's
Found
ever
the good stuff.
done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical
That's
condition.
funny.
Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
It's such a... a comment by an Amari. It's so humanistic. It's such that, like, Frankenstein's monster, you know, humanism.
It wasn't all his fault. I can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
What? You don't have a spare teleporter lying around. What kind of egghead are you?
This is serious. No one outside the Institute could dream of making that kind of technology. Wait, maybe that's it. That memory about Virgil, their scientist who went rogue? If we found him...
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life
I love
intact.
how the subtitles do that
And
for dead.
Good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Ah, stop getting in my way. I just want to steal your drugs. Okay, there we go. And cigarettes. And she keeps walking in my way. Ah, I hope I'm not stealing that.
Leave that junk behind. You're just wasting space.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if I can grab that stuff too. Oh, wait. There we go. Ah. I actually find it really cool that my son in the game has the same blue hair as me. That's such a really weird surprise. Like, I knew they changed the hair a bit, you know, depending on who your parents were in the game. But I didn't know it would make it that blue.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2, huh? Let's go.
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder, and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me. Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us. We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Oh, that's a part of the DLC that Nick's talking about. Man, I just love that jacket. Like, this mod outfit's, like, really cool. That leather jacket is just, like... I'm a fan of biker jackets, so I'm like, yeah, that's cool. If only you had bikes in this game. I think there was a mod for Fallout New Vegas where you could, like, get drivable cars, but it didn't work that well.
Hey,
Someone's out there!
Okay, thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna end the episode here. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.